Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you can call it the 7 Deadly Sins on chapter 334. This chapter right here looks like to me, this new era is about to come, and I don't know how long that's gonna last, and we're gonna see how long the 7 Deadly Sins series will last in 2020. Hopefully a lot of questions will be answered, and everything all together. We don't really know. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that the chapter opens up with Escanor's Rita acts being all broken, shown with the title "The Cycle Ends," and we see to it that everybody gets news, and they end up bringing the news to Baltra that the Demon King is destroyed and Princess Elizabeth is safe too. Everybody's happy and they celebrate, you know. However, the trio, on the other hand, were actually leaving with Gilthunder, which is Hauser, Grillmore, and Gilthunder, you know? It looks like to me Gilthunder's not happy and he's actually in tears. It's because, what happened to Escanor, you know? And it's really heart-wrenching. For Escanor to die, I'm pretty sure it broke a lot of people's hearts, and I'm pretty sure it broke a lot of Margarita's hearts too, especially my own. But I think it was meant to happen eventually. But because, you know, that grace was never meant to be with a human. But if anything else, we see to it that, Gilthunder's like, I'm not very happy right now, even though we have victory, because Escanor's gone. And Gilthunder asks if they could get drunk with him for tonight, you know? And we see to it that, that Grimoire is surprised to see that one of the 7 deadly sins is dead. Well, I think it's Hauser, but I don't know. But aside from that, Gilthunder, on the other hand, and Grimoire, along with Hauser, talk about how great Escanor was. And Hauser actually wants to think about going out like a whim like him, but try not to get too cocky, you know, or arrogant. But aside from that, we see to it that Grimoire, along with Gilthunder and Hauser, decides to go to a certain place to have a drink, you know, and they end up having to make a toast to Escanor, who they make great pride because they protected them, you know. And we see to it that Hauser's like, well, with the gods being defeated, I wonder what kind of new era is about to come. Although Gilthunder thinks it'll be the era of peace, someone says that's too bad. When the balance of light and darkness crumbles, the time of chaos will follow. And Gilthunder, along with Hauser and Grimoire, is shocked to see Vivian alive. Even I was shocked to see her alive. And we see to it that Hauser's like, what the heck? You still haven't given up? And Gilthunder's like, hey, I'm pretty sure you were killed by Ludoshell. And Vivian's like, yeah, you know, it happened on the Celestial Ruins. I fell after being pierced by that god's saber, but I was reborn like a phoenix through the power of love, of course. And she even, explains how she managed to survive. Like, his thick and strong arms held me tight in a ritual, and he desperately wanted me to answer him back. And they go like, what kind of an idiot would say that to you? And Gilthunder realizes, hold up, you don't think it's what I think it is, right? It was actually Dreyfus. Oh my gosh. It was he said, don't die, Vivian. Britannia can't afford to lose a woman like you. No, it would be a greater loss for me. And we see to it that Hauser's like, hey, it can't be Dreyfus, right? And Gilthunder further explains by saying, yeah, he said something along the lines, this is too much, way too much. And he was begging Hendrickson to heal her using a spell. Even Grimoire says, yeah, and then he brought her to your house to take care of her, you know? Truth is, my father also couldn't bear leaving her wounded and alone. Her actions against the kingdom were so severe that he doubted that anyone would come to help her. And Vivian also explains it's thanks to that magic of that goddess, I'm finally free from that wretched witch's curse. I think she's talking about, cursed engagement whatsoever, and she's very happy. But there are some funny and great news, because Vivian's like, hey, let's break up, you know? Now that my eyes have awoken thanks to true love, all I can see myself receiving is nothing but the purest of love. Why give love when I can just keep receiving it, you know? Even Hauser's like, I have no idea what she's thinking. Even Gil's like, huh, whatever. And Hauser's like, hey, did you fall in love with Vivian? And freaking like, Gil's like, shut up, no, you know? And we see too that Vivian tells Hauser, you could call me your mother from now on. And like, Grimoire's like, oh my gosh, don't freaking tick me off right now. And we see too that one of them asks a question to Vivian, like, what did you mean by that about the time of chaos earlier, you know? And what does it mean exactly? And Vivian's like, well, I don't know much about it, to be honest. It's something that I've heard Merlin say a lot, you know? When the balance of light and darkness crumbles, the era of gods will come to an end and chaos will come forth. Then the world shall be reborn anew. I don't seem to understand what you're saying, as one of them said. And she said, then ask her yourself. Maybe she could explain it to you. And we see to it that she says like the person who you should talk to is the boar sin of gluttony, Merlin. Next week there will be no Taizai chapter, which really sucks, but whatever. But aside from that, there's a message that ended off in the chapter by saying that it says, the woman who said that it was too late to turn back, the boar sin of gluttony. Another message also says the era begins to shift forward with the king's death as the catalyst. Next chapter is called What the Magician Has Been Seeking. So overall, without a lot of detail, Victory is spread news to Beltra that the Demon King is defeated and everybody's very happy. With the exception of Gil Thunder, you know, because he's sad that Escanor died, and Grimoire, Hauser, and Gil Thunder decides to drink to his drink to honor him of what he has done after his death, you know. And I go like, hey, that's really sweet, because you know he was the mightiest man of men. Well, it's because of that grace, but still, he had way more guts and bravery than anyone else in the world, in all of Britannia. Of course, we get to see Vivian alive, and she has given up on Gil Thunder, which is good. She's not the obsessive, crazy witch. What else? Whatnot. And now she's fallen in love with Dreyfus, which is Grimoire's father. And she ends up talking about like the era of chaos will come after the gods of ends come after the era of the gods come to an end. Chaos will come forth, and the world shall be reborn anew. So all I know is like looks like to me chaos in the era is going to come, but what kind of chaos will it be? But one thing for sure, I'm pretty sure all you guys could agree, and if you guys been watching the anime narration for a long time, the narration always begins like this is the era before the all superhuman races were forever divided. So it looks like to me, in my hypothesis or theory, that that in the age of chaos, I'm pretty sure all superhuman races such as fairies, giants will forever be separated from humanity, and world might be born anew. I don't know. I mean, it's just a simple hypothesis or theory. Anyways, you know, the boar sin, gluttony, Merlin might be activating that chaos whatsoever, but we're gonna have to see about that. And it looks like to me the Taizai series, or the Seven Deadly Sins manga series in general, may not end anytime soon, depending what else is going to be put into the new arc. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of information involving this new age of chaos to come and the world reborn anew. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot toot.